Ladies and gentlemen, Good Friday, Easter weekend there. I'm gonna attempt to squash the beef with a couple guys. If I have time, I'll mention a third guy there at the end. The beef won't be squashed with him there, but I'm gonna attempt to make peace for this holiday weekend. I want to get true to the real holiday weekend, which is next week, WrestleMania weekend there. So I'll try to squash the beef with a couple of guys. So basically, I was happy that Brian returned. This started a whole bunch of shit there. With Zubair and Charley, I did mention them by name, you know what I'm saying? And for good reason too there. But I'm listening to Zubair this morning. He's talking with my man, Ireland's patriot Zubair. Oh, if I get into a war with WJ, obviously I'm not interested in a war with Zubair. You know what I mean? I like the guy, this and that there, but he's a young guy. Me, you know, burying Zubair or attempting to bury him or something, that would look bad, you know what I mean? Because he's young. I'm not saying he's stupid or anything like this there, but it's just, you know, he's a young guy. Going after Zubair would serve me nothing. Plus, I like the kid, you know what I mean? Reason I mentioned you and Charley, it's not because you don't like Brian. I'm hearing Charley, oh, who cares if I like Brian? Then he attacks me for liking Kevin Owens. I haven't mentioned that I'm a fan of Owens in a while anyway. I think I did get into that because I praised Owens once and I was attacked by the anti-smarks. You notice a pattern here. Voice and opinion get attacked by mongoloids who think they're badasses. This happens frequently. You know what I mean? That's why I have to start addressing these idiots there. But a lot of them, they're just young guys. They think they're cool. Shit like this there. You know? But Zubair and Charley, it's not that I don't like you because you like or you dislike Brian. It's because y'all were spreading misinformation in your videos. I didn't go point by point to counter what you were saying. I just made a video about the Brian health shit, and I addressed a couple of you guys by name. You two, Gemini, I think I mentioned Gemini's name in there, you know. And it was only about the health shit. You guys, you took it personally, you know what I mean? But here's the thing, if you're gonna make claims, people might question you about it, you know. Daniel Bryan and WWE, they made the claim that Brian is clear. And Charley, oh, you're not a doctor either, WJ. I'm not claiming to be there. They made the claim. WWE and Brian made the claim that he's cleared. Their claim is backed by evidence, which is medical professionals saying he's 100% ready to go, shit like this. Their claim is backed by evidence. Y'all were saying that he shouldn't wrestle, he shouldn't be cleared, he's gonna get hurt. So if y'all are gonna make claims like this, Where the fuck is your evidence? You don't have any. You're just talking out of your asses. If you're gonna make a claim like this, you gotta back it up with proof. I don't have to prove it. They're making the claim. And they proved it with a shit ton of doctors, Brian, running through hoops, getting cleared. They have their evidence. If y'all are gonna say he shouldn't be cleared, y'all need to back that shit up. But you don't. You can't. You understand? Now, some of your viewers, they'll just go along with you because they have the same mentality. We're all cool. If we bash Brian, that makes us cool guys, blah, blah, blah. But in the real world, in reality, if you make claims, dumb claims with no evidence, people will question you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody will simply agree with you. Yeah, fuck the smarts. Not everybody acts like this, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. I mentioned that y'all were talking out of your asses pretty much. Zubair, I did hint that you rip off the smart busters. Charley does too. You do try to cater to that crowd. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? I do think the videos that you guys are making is just shit you're doing to appeal to young guys and people with low IQs and their low 20s who think they're tough and shit like this. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all I said about you guys, and the stuff I said is real. Y'all know it's real. You both admit to ripping off the smart busters. You both made claims that you can't back with proof. You know, if you don't want people to challenge you, then don't make up bullshit in your videos. That's all there. It's pretty simple. It's not like I went after you guys and did a big thing. I just mentioned your names. Couple of names. That's it. Charley's been making vids about me for 5 years. I can mention his name if he's bullshitting. Fuck this shit. You know? So I'm not interested in a war with Zubair. You know what I mean? Charley, him, when I mentioned his name, he went nuts. Was talking shit on all kind of websites, Twitter, Facebook, I imagine. You know, he did a big drunken rant on Zubair's channel, saying all kind of shit there. That's why I made a video making fun of him for being drunk. It's not because I'm making fun of his alcoholism or whatever. You know, it's because he was pissed drunk, talking shit like he always does. Talking shit about me drunk. Did he address me talking about the health shit normally? No, it's drunk. Blah, fucking WJ, fucking title. So I made fun of this with a 25-second vid where I pretend to drink or whatever. You know, I could respond to every point that Charley threw at me, make a 45-minute video there, but not really in the mood for that. Too lazy these days. Plus, last time I did this, Charley was all depressed. Oh, WJ makes me feel like a retard. I'm tall like this. I don't want to, you know, bash Charley, poke fun at him, insult him, shit like this. You know, he's just drunk and talking out of his ass. Oh, WJ sucks. I hate him. He's not good anymore. This motherfucker worships me, let's be honest there. He's been ripping me off for 3, 4, 5 years. The guy doesn't hate me. He's drunk. He's pissed off because I called him out on the medical shit or whatever. If he wants to rant and rave, that's his deal there. It's more the alcohol talking with Charley, so I don't feel like bashing the fucking shit out of Charley there and making him depressed during Easter weekend, baby, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it there. The doctor stuff, I mentioned your names. Y'all are making claims with no evidence, and when you do that in this world, people will question you about it. Welcome to the real world there. If I made a video, a Rhino likes to have sex with dogs there. Rhino in WWE, he likes to fuck poodles there. I'm gonna need to back this up with proof. If there's no proof, people will question me. You know what I mean? But really, I'm not interested in having a war with Charley. I've done this war multiple times. I usually don't respond to Charley every time. You know what I mean? But when I do respond, it hurts his feelings and he threatens to leave YouTube, and then he feels bad. His fans think I'm hurting him. I'm not here to hurt Charley. The guys were bullshitting. I called them out. Where's your medical proof? That's all I said. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to be upset, have at it, but I'm done. I don't care if you like Brian. You know, there's lots of people pissed off at me because I like Brian. Even Zubair. Oh, he was all excited when Brian came back. Who cares? Who cares if if I was excited? It's a feel-good story. The man had a career-threatening injury, and he's back, and he's a good wrestler. You guys are sick of the product. You have an extra main eventer that's back there. But even if you don't like him as a main eventer, it's a feel-good story. Don't you have a bit of compassion for a fellow human being there? Why would y'all be upset that he's back? This is nuts. I think you guys, you're just trying to cater to an audience, but outside of that tiny audience, people are going to think you're dumb. If you're making claims with no evidence, y'all are upset because a guy is back from injury there. Don't tell me you're not. Oh, I'm not upset. Then why are y'all clearly upset in your videos trying to find all kind of spins to go against him? Just fuck catering to a bunch of idiots. These people will turn on you like this. Look at you, Zubair. You always cater to these guys and they treat you like shit. What's the point there? And you both told me that you liked Brian in the past. Let me guess, the Smart Busters made vids against Brian, and that's when you turned on him. You know what I mean? Zubair tells me I liked him before he retired, so why were you bashing him back in the day? If you're a wrestling fan, you know, well, maybe not every wrestling fan, but you two at least. You used to like Brian and now you hate him. For no reason. Apart from Smart Buster videos. It's obvious there. It is what it is. If y'all want to keep doing this shit, go at it there, but it gives you nothing. Same thing with me when I would cater to the Cena haters and the trolls back in the day. You give them what they want, they'll compliment you in your vids. As soon as you disagree with these people, they all turn on you. It's not worth catering to fucked up fans like that, you know what I mean? Just voice your own fucking opinion. You like a match, you like the match. You don't have to say all kind of weird anti-smart bullshit to try to cater to jackasses. You know, so yeah, that's it. It was the medical stuff, and be yourselves pretty much is all I had. That's my only problem with you guys. And you both know I'm saying the truth. Charley, if you think I suck, this and that, that's cool, but deep down I don't believe you there. If you thought I sucked, then you wouldn't be influenced by me and shit like this there. Same thing, you bash the smart busters. You know, these guys, they made you look more legit. You know, they told their subs that you were awesome, shit like this. And that's how you were loved by these anti-smarts, because of the smart busters. So if you start bashing them, that's, you know, that's biting the hand that feeds you. You know, it's not cool. It's, you know what I mean? That's the thing with you. You turn on people that are good to you. You know what I'm saying? Not cool, that, Charley, you know? But whatever. Darkhorse Danielson, this man made a video about me like 2 weeks ago, something like this. Now this man, I'm not interested in squashing the beef there. It's pretty much to tell him that I'm done with him. So the beef will be squashed on my end, because I ain't gonna even watch your page anymore. You understand? They're not going to respond to you, not even going to watch. If people tell me you buried me, I don't give a shit. Won't even watch the damn video. So basically, I made a video against Andre Corbeil a couple weeks ago. Darkhorse is pissed off. You made a vid on him and not on me. Somehow this is a contradiction in the world of Darkhorse. You made fun of me, he says, for attacking people for wrestling opinions, and you talked against Andre's opinion. That's a contradiction. Thing is, Andre didn't simply voice an opinion. If he would have said the baseball bat thing was an accident, move on, or I love the skit, something like this, you know, that would be an opinion. But this motherfucker was using ad hominem bullshit attacks on critics of the baseball bat situation. He didn't simply voice an opinion. He says everybody who criticized the baseball bat thing, they hate their lives. They're bad people. Pretty much they want to drag you down to their hateful level. So the man didn't voice an opinion. The man bullshitted about the critics. And I find this sad for a journalist once again. Using ad hominem attacks, dishonest personal attacks against the critics instead of replying to the real arguments. That's not voicing an opinion. That's being a shady motherfucker. That's what the man is. Go on this page. Some of his vids don't even break 100 views today there. That's because the man is a shady motherfucker. The man, people don't want to listen to a lawyer day in and day out trying to tell them that TNA is great when it obviously isn't. That's an opinion. If he wants to voice that, that's... But even that, it's obvious bullshit. But the shit he said about the baseball bat, that's not just an opinion. TNA bragging about getting views for this shit, I find that pretty fucked up. For him to defend this by attacking critics with bullshit, that's not an opinion. That's ad hominem attacks from a fake, dishonest journalist. That's what that is. And that was one part of the video. You dishonest motherfucker. I also addressed him threatening to beat people up for talking about TNA. You're a bad guy, WJ, for mentioning Andre. He's allowed to threaten to beat people up all the time. Bullshit, man. The man is a bully. That's what he is. Threatening to beat people up. That might be okay in your world, Darkhorse. In your weird bullying world there. But in the real world, that's not cool. If Corbet can threaten to beat people up all the time, he deserves to at least be called out on it. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Third part was him threatening to beat up the Prime Minister there. You know, you and your conservatives and myself too. People were criticizing the anti-Trump people for wishing harm on him, wishing death and injury on him. You know, in Corbet, it's okay if he threatens to beat up the Prime Minister. That's not okay. The man is clearly mental. You know what I mean? So the vid was more than just a wrestling opinion. It had nothing to do with a basic opinion. Okay, you're full of shit. So that's what he does. Oh, opinion. He takes things out of context. He leaves out the real reasons why I made a vid against Andre. Puts this together. Oh, this is a contradiction. No, it's not. You're full of shit. Here's a real contradiction, for example, from you. You made a video against Bearstown on your channel. That takes a big man there. Making a big video against Bearstown. That's a tough guy right there, boy. That's class, eh, bitch? In this video, you say I'm not gonna start drama against people. That's what you clearly said. This time on this page, I'm not starting drama. Then you start drama against me. That's a contradiction. That's a real legit contradiction. Notice I don't have to fucking spin shit around there. I won't start drama, then you start drama. That's a contradiction. That's how a contradiction works. You understand? And you called Bearstown a retard. Back in the day, you would go against people for calling bears retard and other kind of shit. Very classy on your part, by the way, there. So that's real hypocrisy. You preach to people to not insult Bearstown. Then you call him a retard, which is very classless and very hurtful to him. This man worshipped you for a very long time. You make fun of his medical problems. You're a fucking psychopath. Straight up. But right there, that's real hypocrisy. Don't insult Bearstown, then you do it. That's hypocritical. Me liking a wrestler when he's good, bashing him when he starts to suck, that's not hypocrisy. You understand? It's not even a real contradiction. You know what I mean? I could take all kind of cheap contradictions that you've done, the same kind of shit you've done to me. Oh, you're not going to talk about wrestling, then you talk about it. Contradiction. You can't keep your word. You know what I mean? I won't start the drama, then you start it. That's going against your word, you know what I mean? But I could do this too with you. Oh, you hate TNA, you like TNA. I'm done with wrestling, you're back with wrestling. I could do all kind of little contradictions. This sounds petty, but that's the shit he does. Little things that don't even matter. Oh, guys, I think I'm done with the wrestling talk and I come back. Who gives a shit, really, there? But he'll make this sound like it's a bad contradiction. And contradiction is the same thing as rape. He tries to act like that there. You know what I mean? You've contradicted yourself a ton of times. I remember in the vid, oh, I contradict myself, oh well. So you can contradict yourself. If I do it, I'm an evil person. That's your whole shtick with the contradictions is retarded there. I could do the same thing. Here's 5, 6 of his contradictions. He's a bad guy. Can't trust him. He goes against his words. Contradicts himself. Hypocrite. Look at this big bad guy there. You know what I mean? The shit you do, it's retarded. And most of your contradictions aren't even real. It's shit you have to take out of context. You know what I'm saying? And most of the contradictions I did was trolling. You know, I would pretend to be a Cena fan. I would do the Gemini Sean's View style Cena gimmick. People would freak out there. That's why I did it, for trolling. You know what I mean? I would praise CM Punk, go against the Punk haters. Then I would bash CM Punk, and then people would freak out even more. Tidal waves of hate coming every way there. I would do this shit on purpose for trolling. I don't even troll anymore there, for it's been a while. But that's what I would do. I would do these contradictions on fucking purpose. You know? So most of the real contradictions aren't even real. It was done for entertainment / trolling. Everybody contradicts themselves. You know what I mean? I might have contradicted myself here and there, for real. Everybody does, you know what I mean? If a wrestler starts to suck, then he starts to suck. If I bash him, that's not a contradiction. I'm just going by what's happening. But you too, you contradict yourself. Most people do here and there. You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. The thing where you try to pass me off as a big evil guy for contradictions that 99% aren't even real. This whole thing is retarded. Straight up, I don't care. If you make vids saying I contradicted myself, I don't give a shit, because it's worthless. And 99% of it is fake. And even if I do contradict myself, I'm done with wrestling talk and I come back. Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares about this. It's not like I'm an evil guy for something like this. This is ridiculous. I mean, really. And like he says in this Andre Corbet video, oh, he contradicts himself. That proves that he hates his life. Or that I have a bad life. This is dumb. You know, somebody could contradict themselves 100 times a day. That doesn't mean they hate their lives. This doesn't follow logic-wise. Contradict yourself, hate your life. This doesn't follow. It's like saying a guy plays frisbee, that means he's a cat rapist. The logic doesn't follow, and that's Darkhorse's videos. It's bad logic that doesn't make sense, sad attempts at doing contradictions that aren't even real. This isn't worth responding to, especially after 5 full years of playing this boring game with the guy there. Then he goes desperate. Oh, he was in Hangouts. That means he hates his girlfriend, or I don't love my girlfriend. Ridiculous. We were all doing Hangouts. That was the cool thing. My girlfriend is with me. She's doing her thing right next to me when I'm in a Hangout. This doesn't mean I hate my girlfriend because I was doing Hangouts. This is dumb bullshit. You know what I mean? And I don't have to keep responding to dumb bullshit like this until the end of time there. Fake contradictions. Ooh! You have the same 200-300 haters of mine. They watch your vid, they're gonna write in the comments, oh, you buried me, and oh, he contradicts himself. The trolls now, it's gotten to the point, I see them on Charley's videos. Oh, WJ hates and loves the indies every week. When the fuck did I ever love the indies, for God's sake? That's one thing that I've always been firm on, was my dislike for the indies, God damn it. So people are just inventing things now to try to make it into a contradiction. It's retarded nonsense. I make wrestling videos to entertain people. I'm not a bad person. Have I contradicted myself a few times? Probably, but most of it was done on purpose for trolling, and this was years ago, this there. Oh, he's an atheist, he's a Catholic 1 week, again 2-3 years ago. Back when I was trolling, did I flip-flop legit on religion a bit? Yes, I did. You know what I mean? I was going through a little phase there, but that was exaggerated for the videos, for the trolling. I'm a Catholic. I grew up Catholic for a little while. I was, confused by religion there, but I'm back in the world of Catholicism for the past 3 years there. I go to church once a year like all my fellow Catholics there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I've done stuff in the past going back and forth. 99% of that was gimmicks for trolling, done on purpose. If y'all want to try to paint me as an evil contradictor when the contradictions aren't even legit until the end of time, have at it, motherfuckers. Have a field day. I'm a 35-year-old man almost in a few weeks. I have better things to do to worry about bullshit. Oh, a troll said I contradicted myself. It's not even legit. Oh, man. I'm in pain here. I'm worried about this now. I make wrestling vids for fun. It's done for entertainment. If people think I'm an evil guy for this and that, it's bullshit. I'm not a bad person. I might have contradicted myself for real 5-6 times maybe about different shit. I don't know there. But everybody else does. That doesn't make me a bad guy. But Darkhorse, I'm done with you. There's no point in responding to you anymore. The shit you say is dumb. It doesn't follow logic. When I do respond to you, you don't respond back to the arguments properly, or you don't even respond to anything. You just try to make a few contradictions that don't make sense. And then you want to make peace. You'll apologize. Let's have a truce. Please join my e-fed. please join my group channel. Not interested in your shit videos, your shit e-feds, your garbage group channels. Not interested in you, period. Make videos about me. You'll have a group of disgruntled haters that are gonna bash me in your comments. I don't give a shit. Most of your comments come from the same guy with 300 accounts there. So, honestly, I have no reason to care about you. But Zubair and Charley, you know, I'm not interested in drama with you guys. You know what I mean? I mentioned y'all with the medical shit. If y'all want to be upset, sorry, it's early there. If y'all want to be upset, your subs are upset. It is what it is, but I'm going to move on with my life. Straight up. Easter weekend, motherfuckers. WrestleMania next week. My birthday in a couple weeks. Don't have time for this petty garbage there. Moving on, goddammit. I'm gonna think of Daniel Bryan and masturbate to him there. Oh yeah, Bryan. You're looking good in those red shorts. Hey, who's that? Is that Roman? Alright, come on then, Roman. We'll get in the tub together there. Let's fantasize, baby. Me, Daniel, and Roman Reigns sitting together there. Naked, oh boy. This is Easter, boy. This is gonna be a good Friday indeed. Until next time, peace out.